Welcome back to Culture Matters. Patrick, do you do the same thing as Todd, that you spend a lot of money in traveling?
Yeah, that's probably the biggest non-living expense that my wife and I have each year. Both of us like to travel.
So do you reserve certain percentage or a certain amount of your money for traveling use?
I don't think we actually have a budget that we put money into, and when it's full, we go on a trip. I think we have an expectation every year that we're going to go for a trip, and then we generally try and find a place that we'd be interested in going, and then find a way to do it within our means.
Okay, the spending of the traveling, how many percent of the spending of your traveling traveling needs is out of your total income?
It's probably. Well, I don't know. It'd be hard to estimate because we just don't. We generally, as long as there's money in the bank account, we take the trip and then we replenish it.
Okay. So, Jim, even if you have the money in the bank, the first thing that's pop into your mind is not traveling.
For myself, I go travel very often, always every week, because I teach in 10 universities in China. Also, I go to Hong Kong, speak to some.
Let's not talk about business trip. Let's talk about leisure trip.
Leisure trip with my wife, kids.
Yeah.
I think twice a year, one domestic, one overseas.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, I spend quite a lot of money.
Well, there's no difference in between you and Patrick and Todd then. I mean, it's about the same. But why are you saying that people here spend more time, more money into food or eating?
Because I noticed some of my clients. I have noticed, but myself actually spend quite a lot, because I think in my age or my wife's age, we can make money. So spend some money for fun. It's okay. Yeah.
You mentioned something about eat.
Yeah.
I mean, Todd, you're in Asia for more than 10 years. Okay. Do you eat out or eat at home? What kind of a percentage?
I would say now we probably eat at home more.
Eat at home more?
Yeah, here. Than we did when we were in the U.S. And I think that's really, it's more of a lifestyle change, really, than anything else. Because we're starting to have a family. Before it was just me and her when we were in the States. Now it's her mother, and we have a child coming in 7 weeks.
Oh, really?
So,
congratulations. Okay.
So I think it's more of a lifestyle change, and that's why we eat at home more.
I see. So how about you, Patrick? I mean, you spend a lot of money in eating, in foods, and dining.
I certainly eat out more in China than I did in the United States, and I think it's a way to spend time with people. And it's funny when I go back to the United States now, and the style of eating where you have your individual plate with your portions and your food on it seems distinctly strange to my wife and I. Versus the sort of common experience of being able to sample a lot of different foods because you're out with a group of 5 or 6 people. I mean, so in that sense, there's a real difference, and I certainly eat out more here than I did in the past, and I enjoy that.
Now, how do you allocate your income?
We have a percentage of our income that goes directly into savings.
Okay.
It is managed by a very large mutual fund.
Okay.
As much as I enjoy business and like learning about businesses, I don't have the time to actually manage a portfolio other than to lose money in it. So I leave it to professionals. In general, if we want to take a longer vacation or we want to do something else, I'll go and find additional work. I'll teach some more, or I'll do something else to actually augment our income. And so we tend to have a fixed sort of pattern, and then when we need more, I'll go and find a way to earn more.
You will not touch the money that you put into the mutual fund.
No, that's
that's
I don't
security
have to
money.
Yeah, that's right. That money sits there for retirement, and we in addition own 2 houses in the United States.
Will you buy properties here or cars? I mean, take that as an important investment to you?
I would love to buy property here. Unfortunately, again, do I have the time to actually make a good decision about this? Do I know the right people? And maybe now I do to do it. But I very much believe that if you are as busy and as distracted by work, and I like what I do so much that I spend most of my time thinking about that I'm almost certain that I'm a person who's not going to make money, and so I leave it to professionals to actually help me with that.
Okay, that's good. What about you, Todd? You have a Chinese wife here, so cross-cultural marriage. Do you always agree in your money allocation or your investment plans?
Yes and no. For example, when we wanted to get a house, okay, I think we both agreed that we wanted to get a house, but I don't think we agreed on the time that we wanted to get the house. Do you understand? Because I run my own business, I need money to put into the company. So, and sometimes I'll be looking and said, no, you know, if I put this money in the business, I think I could actually make more with it in the business versus putting it into the house. But the Chinese, what I can see the last several years, I mean, the one main thing when you get married is house.
Okay.
Again.
See, Jim,
Yes.
the reason why I asked you the last is because to me, a lot of Chinese people always think about property, cars. People like to buy property. And is that the case here in Shanghai?
Yeah, very much so. I think the reason is people buy a house, they feel secure. So people buy a house, they feel more secure. I think this is the main reason. Secondly, in China, until now, we do not have many investment options. As you know, CPI is higher than bank interest. So this more means encouraging more people, they move money from the bank to share or property.
What would you do? I mean, if there's a chance for you to invest money like in stock market, mutual fund, there are many other type of investments. Will you do that, or you still choose buying property?
No, I like have different allocations. The reason is I have been property business for many years, but I know cannot go up forever. So better you have portfolios.
So, but a real estate business is kind of risky too. I mean, I overheard that the real estate business, just like what you said, I mean, the price of the property would not remain on the top edge, up and downs. Of course, any investment could be risky, but in reality, we can never make a $10 bill become 100 immediately. But today in the studio, it could happen because we have a magician here. Let's find that out after the break.
Do you have some money I can borrow?
Sure, of course.
I'm going to fold it like this, okay? Try to fold it here.
Okay.
And I can't make any guarantees on what's going to happen.
Okay.
Really small.
Okay.
Now, all you have to do is blow on it, okay?
Okay.